Greetings, everyone. My name is Somran Chovis. I'm from the Green Earth Initiative. Today, we are here to discuss addressing environmental challenges, looking at sustainability from both a local and a global perspective. As we dive in, remember that while while the data we discuss is global, the solution often begin right here in our own community. The presentation topics. Our roadmap for today covers critical areas. We start with an overview of the key challenges we face, specifically zooming in on the impacts of climate change and air pollution. We will then transition to actionable solutions like waste management and sustainability practices. Finally, we will address common climate change myths and discuss the vital protection offered by the ozone layer. Let's look at what is happening in our own background. We have observed a staging 30% increase in flooding events over the past decades. This isn't just bad luck; it's a pattern. Communities are experiencing more frequent and severe flooding, which can which 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 we can sorry which we can largely attribute to climate change impact. This threatens our hope, our infrastructure, and the delicate balance of our local system. The science of climate change. To understand the flooding, we must understand the mechanism behind it. So how? The primary driver is human activity, specifically the burning of fossil fuels. When we burn those fuels, we release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This acts like a blanket, trapping heat, significantly contributing to global warming and altering our entire climate system. Understanding air pollution effects through these fossil fuels that we burn. How can we then how can we then understand that how can we then understand the effects caused by this pollution? Another invisible threat is air pollution. We are seeing major pollutants contributing to smog, with transportation being a significant contributor to these air quality issues. With transportation being a significant contributor to these air quality issues. I would like to ask how many people goes to work every day daily with cars? How many people go to work daily by bike? In Africa we in Africa specifically in Cameroon we see that almost 90% of the working class goes around going to the job by a vehicle and most instructional in the taxis or personal private cars. 30% goes 10% goes by bicycle or by foot. Now, what are the particular concerns in the PM 2.5? Then, this is a significant health hazard that can lead to severe respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. Health in this phase, we see in this slide we saw the primary sources of air pollution, the health impacts of poor air quality, which can lead to respiratory problems or cardiovascular diseases most of the times. And then, what are the local air quality trends? Looking, looking at our local data, the trends are concerning. We are currently say PM 2.5 levels at 10 to 5. Sorry. This response at 10% rise is in these harmful levels of over just the past 5 years. We are now surpassing national averages, which is the major public health concern for our vulnerable population. Waste management. The significant shift to a more hopeful, solution-oriented initiative. So how do we mitigate this environmental stress? One powerful tool is effective waste management. It is crucial not just for cleanliness, but for reducing the volume of landfill waste and promoting recycling. By managing our waste, we ensure a cleaner, healthier environment for current and future generations. In Cameroon, we experience in Cameroon we experience more than 60% of the population that litter across the streets from not knowing where the waste deposits or, or mismanagement of waste through the life in Bankolo here in Yaoundé. We see it. We tend to see like in my road to work. I tend to see at least three waste dumps that was first of all categorized by one person littering, and then it continues to the process where continuous littering leads to uncontrolled waste management. So this is improvement for waste management. We, we can improve our waste management through specific strategies. We don't need to be we don't need to come as a community as well. And for the personal initiative led by one person, community-wide initiative that can significantly reduce organic waste that will otherwise release methane in landfills. We need to increase the availability of recycled bins, especially in Africa, to encourage better separation. Implementing educational campaigns is vital to promote awareness. Uh, some organization that are structured to use behavioral science to tackle the notion of littering. We have Ameya Archives, we have Open Dreams, we have the Tick Foundation. Ultimately, encouraging community involvement enhances participation in these sustainable practices. Now, climate change myths. Despite the evidence, many still believe that the climate change is a myth. However, as scientists look at the data, we have irrefutable evidence showing our planet is warming and glaciers are melting every day and at a rapid pace that no one can control. Human activities are significantly contributing to this effect, and extensive research supports the reality of these global warming trends. It's not a matter of belief, it's a matter of measurement. The ozone layer. We all know that the one of the layers that protect us from direct sun rays is the ozone layer. Now, but through continuous global warming and climate degradation, we turn to harm the ozone layer. We must also protect our fields. The ozone layer. This layer plays a vital role in protecting the life on the earth by absorbing the majority of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation. Without it, we will face severe skin damages and ecological disruption. But now, we have come to know how to recover. How do we recover? Through international cooperation. We talk about the Montreal Protocol. The story of the ozone layer is one of hope. Through the Montreal Protocol, we have achieved a 99% reduction of ozone depleting substances globally. This has led to a significant decrease in CFC emissions. and the gradual recovery of the ozone layer. It proves that we cooperate internationally and we can reverse environmental damage. This has this has come with the feeling of taking us to be one, unite for a certain purpose. And now, in conclusion, today's presentation highlighted the urgent need to address these environmental challenges. I encourage everyone taking this course it is to actively participate in local sustainability initiative, whether it's whether it's composted, reducing car travel, or educating endeavor. Every action counts. Whether it's reducing littering, whether it's being able to pick up the dirt deposited by an unknown individual, each action counts toward a healthier planet. I want to say a healthier planet, a healthier women. Thank you for your attention. I would like to open the floor to the to the to questions and discussion regarding the Green Earth Initiative. Our our resources and our images was taken from these references, and I'll say thank you again for giving me time and giving me the time and making this a quite a good section